Hi, I'm Kurt. Welcome to Good Enough Backyard Beekeeping. Today I'm going to go into the hive that I installed the nuke in several weeks ago. We'll give you an update on that. And then I want to discuss the use of hive tools. I have two different kind of tools that I'm going to show you. And let's see if you can guess as to which one is my favorite. Throw your opinions in there. I'd like to hear in your comments which one you like better. And tell me if there's a way I used the tool that I missed. I'm going to try to show you a couple things that actually might help you as a beekeeper on how to use your hive tool. So let's go take a look at the hives. Okay, let's start off this video just by observing the hive. This is the entrance. You can see that there is activity. There's a fair amount of bees out there. That's good. I am standing in front of all of the hive entrances, so not a place that I want to really be standing. But hey, the things I do for my audience. But the behavior looks good. The hive next to it, over on the side over there, that hive is a nuke I installed probably a week or two after I did this one. And up top, you can see I have a bucket feeder. So there's a bucket feeder up there, and I use a migratory cover when I use those. You can put an inner cover with a high body around that. That's best in the colder weather, but it's warmed up, so I like using the buckets on top of migratory covers. Only problem you might see with that is you have to have a different kind of cover than just a standard telescoping cover. Let's go into the hive now. Okay. This is the nuke that we installed several weeks ago. I'll look up on the back in the history there, and I'll put that down there in the bottom. You can see when we put this in here. Looks like the date I have is 5/16. It's a Lappy marked queen. It's a Carniolan. All my bee queens are Carniolans. Some of them are mutts that I've produced my own queens, but they all started from Carniolans. And this one is, this queen's called Buttercup. Nancy likes to name our queens, give them a little personality. So let's get inside and see how they're doing. We'll see a bunch of activity on the top here. That's good. Going to get in here, try to lightly lift this. Saw in one of the videos we had a queen up here. I don't see her up there. That's good. So the lighter color frames, those were brand new. The darker ones were older frames that were drawn out. They might even had brood when I put them in here. You'd have to go back and look at the other video. I'm going to start out by taking some of the outer frames out so that we can get in here. So it looks like they still have a lot of room. I could feed these to excel them, get them to draw out. I'm going to try to let them do that on their own right now. One of the methods I do is I'll move an empty frame, put it in the middle here. And you can see where I have an empty frame in here now, well, a new frame. We'll get to that frame and see how they're doing at drawing that out. There's a little tiny bit of white wax on there. That's what they've done. I don't expect to see the queen out there. I should be looking though. Oh, I did talk about using the hive tools. Do you notice how I'm sticking it in here and wedging it? I'm using this part of the tool and fanning it out. And then I use it over here. I use the leverage. I hold the tool back here. I'm not holding the tool here and doing that. You can do that. It just takes a little more leverage or strength to do that. So here's a brand new frame. They've drawn this out. And as I expected, even though the comb is very shallow, the queen has already laid eggs in there. I'm going to try getting this close to you, but I don't know if you're going to see that. I don't know if you can see eggs in there or not. I'm scanning, I don't see the queen. Turn over the other side. Okay. So sometimes when you put new foundation down here, you get what we call wonky comb. Now the interesting thing is, she's actually laid eggs in that. That's not preferred. So what we're going to do is very carefully remove this. Oh, it's very soft. So what I like to do, where they haven't really laid, or where they haven't drawn out yet, is very carefully press this in. I'm having a little bit of problem right now with bees walking under me, so very carefully, I just take it and I press it into the frame, letting the bees get away from underneath it. And what they'll do is they will fix this comb and draw it out, but they'll use that wax. I don't know if you've heard the term wonky comb. This is wonky comb. But it just goes to show you the queen is really looking for a place to lay. She actually laid eggs in these cells. Interesting. So I'm just going to lay that down there carefully. Slowly pressing down, let the bees get out. Looks like most of them have crawled out. Get this last little bit. So the frames were tight together. I'm not sure why they decided. When we get to the next frame, maybe that'll tell us why. So I'm just going to press this down all around. They will use up this comb. Or use up this wax, I mean. They'll, I don't know if they chew it up, draw it out. They'll fix all this. So there's no need to throw it away. Leave it right in the hive. I mean, they did all that. Oh, there was a bee underneath there. We got him out. Okay. Just another quick look. There's a huge mass over here. So just slightly touch it. I'm just trying to see if the queen might have been under there. I don't see her. Okay. I can put this frame over here now. So this is the adjacent frame to the wonky comb. Let's see what that looked like on the other side. There's a slight depression. That could have been some of that that foundation I don't like. It's flexible and it warps. But we're going to leave it in there. But that's probably why the bee space was messed up. There you go. There's some nice brood. Yeah, this queen's doing well. All right, this is a brand new frame. Last video I did was a couple weeks ago on this hive. And see how I'm taking the tool and just prying it away, trying to be slow. Now that it's free, I can pick it up. Try to keep the tool in your hand, that way you don't lose them as easily. I know it's time you want to put it down. Look at that. That was new comb a couple weeks ago. Look, it's all drawn out. Not really sure why there's a couple misses there. But there's not bad. I'm pretty happy. It's a pretty good slab of brood. There we go, the other side. There's open comb. You see some eggs in there. Yeah, there's some eggs in these open spots. So you're not going to see it on the camera, but there's some eggs down in here. So she's filling that out too. She's definitely looking for places to lay. All right, as you can tell, I'm really not concerned whether I find the queen. I've seen all those eggs. I know she's here. put it this way. She was at least here within the last couple days. I really doubt that she's left. And hopefully I don't kill her during this inspection. So those would be some of the main reasons you don't have a queen, is maybe you did something to her. I'm just going to lay this over. It's pretty heavy. Good frame though. Rather nice frame. Just a bunch of brood. I'm seeing a little larvae in there. She's very active. So what I was saying earlier is I'll take the new frames and I'll put these in between. To give myself some space. So here's the other thing I'm going to show you. This hook, the J hook. You take it and you put it under here. You hook it under the frame, under that part. So when I say that, I'm going to show you here, I'm putting it under the frame. And then I'm hooking this to the adjacent frame. So let me show you how I do that. I put it under, I give it a little turn, I lean back. Sometimes the other frame comes, just push it down. This one over here, I pry it up. I'm using the tool, I'm letting it do the work. I'm surprised to actually see this many bees out here. So they're trying to work that comb, or that foundation. I'm going to help them out though. Well, I don't know if I'm helping them, but I think that I am. I'm going to move this in between. Wait a minute, I took this out to make space. Let me grab the next frame that's empty too. Well, this is empty, so let's go here. We're going to place that there. They've drawn out the other frame. So we're going to move some space. So you see how I'm sticking this tool in here and I'm giving myself a little leverage. I can move it smooth. If you wait just a second, let the bees get out of the way. I'm going to take my frame here that's barely drawn out. I want to place it in here. I gave myself a lot of room. It slides in there nice. Now I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have the 10th frame to go in there. These frames are both drawn out. I'm going to make some space, so I'm going to push everything with my hive tool. And with my hive tool. So I think in the interest, I was talking about what's my favorite tool. Well, I forgot to bring the other one out here. So guess what? The J hook is my favorite tool. Love to hear in the comments what you think your favorite tool is. Try the J hook if you haven't. I have some new beekeepers that tried it, Nancy and Rich. Well, they're not new beekeepers, but they've been using the other style tool forever. And I gave them a J hook to try, and then went right out and bought one. So I'm just using the tool to tighten everything up. I'm tightening everything up. So you notice I didn't go down into the bottom box. I really don't need to. There's plenty of space for these bees. I really doubt that this time of the year they're creating queen cells. So I'm really done with this inspection. I hope you enjoy it. That was just an update, nothing major on this. This hive's doing fine. I could feed it and accelerate the drawing out. We are at the middle of July, or early July, I should say. First week of July. And they still have time. They have the whole month of July to draw out some frames. They're not going to be drawing out much in August. So if they haven't filled this up with food and gotten this hive heavy, I will start feeding it. But that's it. All right, hope you enjoyed.